Hey guys, it's Rinaye the Gamer here, and I am back with another video. I just want to say I'm sorry for the long wait. It's been like, 5 weeks since I posted. I've been tired. I have kids. But when I do get the chance to stop and do actually, get something done, I try to get something done. But we're going to continue on with the chapters. I know now we're on Enter the Cave. Excuse me, guys. I'm eating candy. I have sugar problems. That's why I'm also up in the middle of the night. I also have insomnia. I have to eat something. Okay. Ooh, that's sour. Excuse me again. Alright. It's been a while since we've gone into the forest. It seems different this time. But I don't miss the calm tones of his voice. But I do miss the calm tones of his voice. So close to me as he answered my endless questions. Not that I long for the old days when he led me along as I hung off his arm. I'll stop eating these. These are sour. When all I could make were wordless sounds. No, I don't miss that. I like this better. Walking beside him. I'm not following and he isn't leading. We're going together. What are you thinking about? You look worried. Try to relax. Breathe deep. We're going to a place you've been before. I draw in a calming breath, feeling his gaze on my profile. His arms look fluidly behind his back as he leans toward me, catching my gaze, drawing it upward. Look over there. What do you see? I follow his luminous stare overhead to the left where the sun streams through the canopy. There are 3 birds in the tree. Vibrant ravens. One bright eye, each born into mine. They form a point of equal triangle. The last time I brought you here, you were new to magic. I hear a shift of fabric just as False moves onto my arm, settling into a smooth coil across my shoulders. She does this when Asra talks about the past. I wonder who sensed my need for comfort first, him or her. As if sensing my thoughts, Asra leans into me to take my hand in his, thumb brushing over mine. We're going to a cave. It's a hot spot for magic, not just because of natural energy. People have been going there for as long as time to open their eyes, to experience another side of reality. You'll see what I mean when we get there. It's a beautiful place. I've been wanting to take you for a while, but I told myself it was too dangerous. False slides off my shoulder, returning to Asra as his hand leaves mine. I'm not holding you back anymore, okay? You're going to do fine. His eyes hide of his admiration basking in it gives me a rush of confidence. But I sense something underneath. something he won't tell me. When we when we reach the cave, the temperature drops. It's soothing. I hadn't realized how hot it was in here. How hot I was. As their size beside me, as I duck under the soft fronds and out of the blazing sunlight. The walls of the caves are bright, glittering, as Azra lets Fall slide off his back to move along the coursing grooves. Ah, the air is humid. That's a good sign. You feel the energy? I do. Waves of effervescence, warmth. I felt them before we stepped out inside. It comes from a spring in one of the caverns up ahead. That's where we want to go. There's also 100 ways to get lost on the way there. I'm going to ask you to lead us, Rinaye. He stands close, watching my profile while I gaze deep into the tunnels ahead. Oh, tricky choice. I mean, it's not tricky because what I told you guys, I do not remember what I picked the first time. And I think I was being confident the first time. And when I was confident the first time, it ended pretty well. I got the good ending. I don't know if I want to be like semi-confident and semi-worried. And like, if I do semi-worried, my person might relapse and go back to being catatonic and kill herself. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to try to be confident, but in other instances, when it gives me the chance to not be confident, I'm going to do it. You have an aura of confidence today. It's dazzling. Maybe you needed a stricter teacher. I'll have to thank Nadia later. Azra lingers by the entrance while False winds her body up the wall to find a spot in the vines overhead. She won't be joining us in here, it seems. He reaches up to stroke her chin. Get comfortable, False. It may be a while. Nodding to the darkness ahead of us, he offers me his hand with an easy smile. Ready? As if I could know, I feel his heartbeat steady beside me as I take his arm and we descend into the abyss. The tunnel grows narrow, then wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide. I try to map their shapes in my mind. There's no way to tell time down here. I can concentrate on nothing but the moment. Azra only speaks when necessary. His even breath is nearly silent. As I run my hand along the wall, I notice patterns in the rock that I can't see. Some walls seem to glow with shapes I can't follow with my eyes. But when I trace them with my fingers, I know they are there. I follow these in the pull of magic. This grows stronger and stronger until we emerge into a cavern. The energy here is alive, reverberating off the walls. This must be the place. Azra follows close behind me, eyes luminous in the light reflecting from a soft, bubbly pool. It hasn't been like this in years. The water's back. He goes into the edge of the pool and presses one foot to the surface of a broad rippling lily pad. Feels healthy. You can walk on these. You see how they form a path to the flower at the center? That flower is what we came for. You'll need to get it alone. That's all interesting. Getting here must have been the hard part. Try not to overthink it, Rinaye. Just pay attention and keep moving forward. Now remember this. I think it's gonna give me like certain options, maybe not. Or it's just gonna let me just go through it by reading it. But when I get onto the lily pads, my magic has to be strong enough, supposedly, to be able to keep me on the lily pads or I will sink. And then when you get the flower, you also have to harness your powers to be able to stay and hold out on that lily pad once you took in the flower off. I'm sorry, y'all. Skipped like the next, then one after another. They bounced under me, springing back when my weight is lifted. Then, near silence, the glittering water dazzles me into a world of all my own. All of a sudden, I look back at Asra. How did he get so far? I only took a few steps, and his expression has changed. He still has apprehensive gaze. It's like ice down my neck. Keep going. I turn, stepping off one buoyant pad to the next. I'm not supposed to look back, but I sense the steps are getting longer, the plants underneath my feet wider. When I reach the lily pad in the center, it takes 3 steps to reach the flower, and the bloom fills both my hands. As the petals draw me into their sacred geometry, I feel the waxy skin beneath my feet begin to shake. I pluck the flower, pulling with both hands, and the stem snap, curling back. See, I did the same thing I did the last time, you guys. I just immediately pulled the flower. I didn't smell it the last time because I thought it was stupid to smell a flower that you possibly could have needed. A reedy whine comes from the plant as it shivers, makes the water start to churn. I shift my footing uneasily, casting a desperate glance back at Asra till this emptiness again has multiplied. I can only just make out his features. Just gotta read that over all of this. Come on. Damn. I want him to give me a chance to try to help myself. It's been so long since I used this spell. Take a deep breath and let it last. I draw in a breath for air, visualize spraying to the tips of my toes. Just as a little pad under my feet is sucked into the water below. I'm submerged in water. It's clearer than air, and my body is strangely distant. The pool is warm, much deeper than it looked. A shadow moves over me. As it is reaching for me from above, both arms, drawing me through the water into his loose embrace. Red silk ripples along his shoulders and neck as grasping fingers pull me close. His eyes gleam as they search my face, looking for signs to confirm his hope. I'm fine. I don't need to breathe. When he's sure, his eyes soften, hands come to a rest either side of my face. Pearlescent hair twists fluently through the water. Past his gleaming eyes, he was so proud. We break through the surface and patter for the shore to the collapse against the smooth rock, warm rock. Widen my eyes, I look out to the flower and the cast of the pond. It's just as it was before. Water laps my wrist as I roll onto my back as a heavy breeze and hitches with laughter. I'm trying to figure out if I was supposed to smell that flower or not. Rinaye, you remembered. I was so worried. All I wanted to do was hold you. Teaching drips on his body as he leans over me. Rinaye look around, blinking, I turn and relax the tension on my jaws. Slack. Everything has changed. I was so wrapped around him, I didn't even see. Sorry, y'all, I was checking on my headphone battery. Everything has changed. I was wrapped around here. I didn't even see. There are markings on the wall that were hidden before, magical designs left by others before us, decorations of devotion, depictions of the unknown, some just for fun. They lead my eye around the cavern to a way out, one I don't remember seeing before. The lines pulsing, mesmerizing light. You can see, can't you? Your eyes are open, if only for a little while. Let's not waste it. A quick kiss to the corner of my mouth, and he helps me to my feet. Then slipping back into the pool. As water courses down our lens, we follow the glowing lines to the way out, wondering where it will lead us. Alright guys, I will be doing Sanctuary another night, maybe tonight, but my headphones are dying. So, I will talk to you guys later. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys like these videos that I'm doing about this lovely game, tell me about it. Let me know what else I should play. And soon enough, I'll be putting my Twitch out there on my YouTube channel. And I'll be streaming GTA Online and all other games. Thanks, guys. And Rinaye